So if you hear a YouTube expert say what I'm about to share with you, I want you to run as fast as you can because there's something they're not telling you about this strategy. I just heard this the other day and I had a conversation with my son, Scotty, who's helping here on this channel. And I was just blown away because I'm like, there's no way that anyone is going to be able to fulfill this strategy. They might get started, but it is not going to last. And it might be as soon as 2 weeks. It might be as soon as a week, or maybe someone sticks it out and tries it for a month. But the problem is it's not going to last. The strategy could work, but it's probably not going to last. And I'm going to break it down. I'm also going to share with you, though, an easier strategy, one that we've been using here on this channel, which is a newer channel. This is under a year old. We're at about 9 months old. We got monetized in about 89 days, and we've been able to grow pretty quickly, but not doing as much work that's in their strategy. Now, I know I'm going to ruffle some feathers. I get that. And I apologize if you are a YouTube expert watching this, but if you are advising people on this, I would really just think about it, okay? Because we're kind of setting them up for failure before they even get started. All right. So I just want to protect anyone else out there right now who's new, who's going down this road. All right. So let me pull it up here. I'm going to share my little handy dandy little whiteboard and I'm going to break down their strategy and I'm going to break down the strategy that I would follow out of the gate. Now, I'm not saying this here won't work. It's a matter of, are you going to be able to withstand that? All right. So let's go into the first part of plan A. This here, YouTube long form content. Okay. Basically create a long form piece of content, 8+ minutes. Okay. So meaning anything over 8 minutes is going to be considered a long form video. Now I am in the camp of that. I believe that we should be doing that. So that part of the strategy we agree on. Okay. Because I do think if you are going to create videos on YouTube, they should be 8 minutes or longer. And part of the reason is because if you do get monetized, which you will, if you continue to post videos, which we're going to get into how to do that more consistently over time. But 8 minutes allows you to have a mid-roll ad. All right. And then YouTube is going to be able to place another ad in there that will also take your earnings up. Okay. But their reasoning on doing it isn't necessarily for that reason. Theirs is because if we record a video 8 minutes or longer, or maybe 20 minutes, maybe 40 minutes, maybe an hour, we can now take that video and we can chop it up. All right, so we sit down, and in theory, it's a great theory, by the way. Great theory, okay? And it is a good strategy if you can stick with it, but most people can't. And there's another part of this that I don't agree with because we're just splitting our focus. We'll get to that here in a second, all right? So what they're saying is shoot a long video, let's just say 20 minutes long. And in that video, you're gonna have these YouTube shorts that you can pull out of there. In theory, it sounds great, right? Like I sit down for 20 minutes and I get, I don't know, let's say 5 or 6 YouTube shorts. All right. Now we're right now not even posting shorts because we don't want to go down that road of YouTube shorts as of yet. And we may never. Also, YouTube shorts viewers, they are shorts viewers. They want to watch short videos. Okay. We don't want an audience right now that's only going after, they're just constantly just scrolling to the next one, the next one, the next one. We want someone to actually sit down and listen or go on a walk and listen. We want to start building that relationship deeper because if we do that, we're going to be able to have a really, really solid community that's going to want to watch our other videos over time. All right. So that's part of their strategy. Go ahead, chop them up, do YouTube shorts. And then from there, take those same clips and then create some IG material, Instagram, okay? And they're gonna wanna now put them up on stories, all right? Which stories are only there for 24 hours and then they're gone, vanished, poof, bye, all right? So take the time to take that, go over to Instagram, write a little something up and then post the story. Then take that same clip or another clip that you pull from that, from that long form and then put it on an Instagram reel, okay? And maybe even put it over on TikTok. Why not go there? Why not throw it up on Snapchat? Now, I don't think they went to that extreme. I'm just kind of being a little, a little snarky, but you get what I'm saying, right? We don't want to think about all of these other things that we have to do. And what they don't tell you is this. I've done this, by the way. I've been doing this now a long time, and I've went down the shorts avenue. I have another channel that's over 100,000 subscribers. We started playing around with shorts. Then we started to say, oh, we got to go on Instagram too. And then all of a sudden we weren't getting the return on investment, and it was a lot of work. It's a lot of work. And people think just because you have the content, it's easy to find these little clips. It's not. All right. You got to either do it yourself or have someone go through it and find these little nuggets that you can then post. All right. And yes, there's AI tools out there. I've tried them. All right. And the thing is, you still got to go in there and you got to finagle it, and you got to find the right start point, the right end point. Something in the middle might not have been good enough. So you spend all this time, right? And you're like, in theory, you're like, I just sit down, I just shoot one video, and then I get all this content, and I'm going to put it on YouTube Shorts. I'm going to go ahead and put it on Instagram. I'm going to put it on TikTok, right? No. Okay. Because what's going to happen is you're going to spend hours doing that. And the ROI on that just is not going to come back to you. All right. Now, if you did keep doing that, all right, over the course of, let's say 6 months, you're going to probably look back and go, the most of my traffic that is building my channel is from those long forms. Okay. So then at the end of the day, you'd ask yourself, was it really worth it to do all that other stuff? People think, oh, I've got a short that I posted and someone came from that and went over and watched a piece of long form. Typically doesn't happen. All right. Just typically doesn't happen. All right. So the other thing is build an email list. I'm a huge fan of email, by the way, but not in the beginning. All right. I don't want to add another thing to your plate, but hey, take that video and have it transcribed and turn it into an email and start building your email list and send out 1 email a week, 2 emails a week, 3 emails a week. So now I got to shoot a long form video. I got to chop it up into a bunch of different pieces. I got to post it on Instagram. I got to post it on the reels and the stories, and maybe even put it up on Facebook. I didn't even talk about that one, right? There's a whole bunch of different platforms. Be everywhere. That's going to lead to overwhelm, and you're going to get burnt out, and you're going to say, I don't even want to shoot a video this week. I'm tired. Okay. Here's what I would suggest. This is what we suggest. Now, yes, there's a place for email. There is. And it's in my 100K roadmap, which I go into depth as far as like the 3 different phases. If you want a copy of that, by the way, just put 100K in the comments and I'll send you a copy. And what it does, it goes over 3 different areas. The first one is A, for attention. Okay. And that's your video. That's right here. All we're doing here is we're shooting a long form video, shooting one, and we're going to go ahead and post it. Okay. Now, I would say with all that extra time that you have that you're not doing all this other stuff, post another video. I would like to see you post 2 to 3 videos a week, 8 to 12 minutes. That's it. All right. And I've got other videos on this channel where I show you how you can actually do it in an hour. Okay. You just basically get your title. From there, you get your thumbnail. And from there, you get your intro hook. And then you're off to the races. Okay. And you shoot those videos. 1 to 3 videos a week, repeat. That's it. That's all I would say to do right now if you're starting. If you're starting right now, that's it. And again, if you want that roadmap where I walk through content strategy as far as like how to come up with the ideas, the content, all of the things that are going to go into those 3 videos, which is super simple, just put 100K in the comments and I'll send you a copy of that. All right. None of this. This right here leads to most are going to fail. Most are going to fail because that right there, that feels heavy. It feels like, man, how am I ever going to do that? This over here, a huge increase in your success rate because you're going to be able to do it consistently. And that's really what I want to draw your attention to, being consistent. If you're consistent, right? If we can do this for, I have here, 1 to 3 videos, let's say 1 to 3 videos for 3 months straight, man, you're going to have some videos up there and you're going to have a lot of chances for the algorithm to find you and put you in front of the right audience. This over here, you might get done with this for like 3 weeks and be like, oh my gosh, I'm exhausted and I'm not getting any results. And you're just going to stop because that seems daunting. That seems like, wow, how am I ever going to get all that done? And my gosh, I do 1 video, but there's all these different steps I have to do. Okay. And you don't have a big team. You're a small channel, right? So why would you want to do that? So my thing is keep it simple. And if you keep it simple, you show up and you're able to get those videos uploaded on YouTube, focusing on one platform, your chances skyrocket for success. And I actually shot a video right here that breaks down that 100K roadmap in detail. Watch that video next. I'll walk you through it and show you how simple it can be and how you're gonna be able to stay consistent following a proven roadmap. Watch that video next, and I'll see you there.